Calaveras aren't just the painted skulls you see every year. Calaveras can be written, and they are humorous and a poetic Day of the Dead tradition.
A calavera is written about someone who's still alive. To poke fun or to bring somebody down in the form of a pun or satirical piece of poetry. And it is usually written about someone who's prominent either in politics, in sports, in entertainment. Generally, they all die in the calavera. Not in reality, but figuratively. Calaveras are not written about people who are already dead, and that's because a person cannot defend themselves. It's cowardly, I think, to make fun of someone who has already died. So to write a good calavera, you strip that person down to the very essence. You pick out that quality that you either like or dislike, and then you write it in a form that makes fun of it, and that makes that person come alive for you and I.
There you go. Learn something every day. We're getting closer to this year's Dia de los Muertos Festival. It's happening October 28th and 29th at Hemisphere Park. To get your tickets and learn more about the events, just scan the QR code you see right here on your screen. Products that claim to meet a toddler's nutritional needs may not be giving them the benefits you think. Why doctors say parents may be able to skip that specialty drink and opt for similar or simpler options. A tropical parasite becoming more common here in Texas, and it can cause an infectious disease. What you need to know about this little insect and how to keep it at bay. New today at 5, safety regulators sounding the alarm about several items that could be in your home that pose a safety risk to your kids or even you. The items you want to look out for today at 5 after Entertainment Tonight. A tropical parasite gaining a foothold in the U.S., including right here in Texas. Sand flies are tiny tan flies, about the quarter of the size of a mosquito. They can cause an infectious disease, though, that's called leishmaniasis. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says that they have now detected that disease in a number of tissue samples from patients who say they have not traveled outside of the United States. Leishmaniasis is also able to infect your internal organs, including your liver, your spleen, and your bone marrow. Severe cases of this can be fatal if left untreated. Experts say that they are still learning more about these bugs, but they can be repelled by regular bug sprays containing DEET. There's a new warning about questionable practices being used to market products labeled toddler formulas. A new report from the American Academy of Pediatrics says powdered milk mixes, powdered drink mixes that are promoted as toddler milks for older babies and children up to age 3 are unregulated, unnecessary, and nutritionally incomplete. The drinks often contain added sugar and salt, and the manufacturers make unproven claims that the drinks boost kids' brains or immune systems. Doctors say that older babies and toddlers have specific dietary needs that these drinks may not fulfill. However, there are options that could work.
I think it's important to understand when you look at this space from a nutritional standpoint, we have to be very clear. Cow's milk is recommended for children 1 year of age and older, of course, barring any kind of allergy or special medical or nutritional needs. Children of this age really need a precise and good combination of the macronutrients, fat, protein, carbs. Soy and almond milk are not the same, even though they're very popular with adults. Again, for this age group, they're just not the same thing. And we have a saying in medicine, in pediatrics, kids are not little adults.
The AAP advises older babies and toddlers should be given a balanced diet of solid foods, fortified whole cow's milk, and water. It is fall virus season, and health officials are warning that this flu season could be more active than in years past. KSAT12 producer Haley Powers explains why and how the flu vaccine could save you a trip to the hospital.
With the seasons changing and the temperature cooling down, people are spending more time together inside, and that means germs.
Really important for everyone to protect themselves, to protect their family members, to try to make it a less serious illness if you do get it.
The flu season is already here, and health officials say since the Southern Hemisphere had a bad season, we could have one too. They also say the flu vaccine will not prevent you from getting sick.
It can reduce your chances of getting it if you're exposed. Most importantly, it significantly reduces your chance of going to the hospital. And we have good studies now that show that if you end up in the hospital, you're less likely to go to the ICU and you're less likely to die.
The flu vaccine works by exposing your body to parts of the virus. Then your body generates antibodies to fight the flu. Those antibodies can last for months.
The flu vaccine actually has 4 strains of virus in it to try and provide broader protection. So there's 2 A strains and 2 B strains.
On top of the flu, COVID-19 is still around. The most updated COVID-19 vaccine is recommended to anyone over 6 months of age. And the best part, you can get both the flu and the COVID vaccine at the same time.
If you put something off, quite often it doesn't happen, right? So if you're going to get one vaccine, you can get all of them at the same time.
Lastly, RSV. This illness usually impacts babies and adults over the age of 60. The virus is the most common reason babies are hospitalized during the winter. Haley Powers, KSAT12 News.
So looking ahead, University Health hosting a flu drive event. It's a drive-through flu shot event. You can get your flu shots at the Dub Ferris Athletic Complex from 8 in the morning until noon. However, the COVID vaccine will not be given out at this event. You can learn more about it by going to our website on KSAT.com. It does not feel like cold and flu season at all, and it won't probably this weekend either.
No, it's feeling a little bit more like summer. Clear skies. We're already pushing 90 degrees. Kind of hard to believe considering where we were earlier this week with mornings in the 40s. It's all changed. And today's one of those days where you can ride around with the window open, at least for a little while. Take a look at this picture. I love this. Really enjoying the wind and the hair. It's one of those kind of days. Nice bow tie too. Halloween themed. That is, it says hashtag Chance the Rapper. So Ray, looking good, my friend. Thank you for that picture. And as we look at the forecasts for today, 90 at 2 o'clock. Again, we're already getting close to that. 94 this afternoon. That is the forecast high. The record is 92, so it's almost a certainty at this point. We're going to break the record. And we'll get generally pretty light winds today, not a big gusty day. But it is going to be warm again tomorrow before clouds begin to pour in and we start to get some rain chances coming back into play next week. Another look at that extended forecast for you here in just a couple minutes.
Thank you, Justin. As Congress faces a government funding deadline next month and the crisis continues to unfold abroad in Ukraine, and with Israel's war against Hamas, lawmakers still can't decide on a new Speaker of the House. Republican Jim Jordan decided to give it another try today, a third bid for the speakership. One-time rival Kevin McCarthy ousted Speaker, nominated Jordan for this job. Meantime, Democrats nominated leader Hakeem Jeffries. However, Jordan still wasn't able to get enough support. It comes even after he met with Republican holdouts yesterday. Republicans were floating the idea of expanding the powers of the interim Speaker, Patrick McHenry, but that plan's been scrapped. The House has been without a speaker now for more than 2 weeks. An American soldier who was brought to Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland last month after crossing into North Korea is reportedly now facing charges. Military documents show Army Private Travis King is being charged with desertion and possession of child pornography. ABC News reporting that King is facing 8 charges under the Uniform Code of Military Justice. The Army says King crossed into North Korea in July. Our cameras there as he arrived here at Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland last month. At the time, the Pentagon said King was being taken to Brooke Army Medical Center for reintegration. An Army veteran says his 4-legged friend helped him handle his PTSD so he can live out his life to the fullest. Now he wants to help others do the same thing. His message to veterans who are struggling after the break. Facing fears, reaching goals, and living life to the fullest. That's what one local veteran and his service dog are doing. They were paired up through a nonprofit organization, Canines for Warriors. Now the two can't leave each other's sight. KSAT12 producer Caitlin Silva has their story.
Meet Danny Onvimala, an Army veteran of 20 years, and his battle buddy Private, a black Labrador retriever.
Yeah? Good. Here you go.
Danny suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder and a traumatic brain injury following explosions in Iraq. Private was introduced to Danny through Canines for Warriors, a nonprofit organization that pairs trained service dogs with veterans suffering from PTSD and other military trauma. Before Private, Danny spent 5 years after his retirement from the Army away from the outside world.
Before I received Private, I spent 5 years after my retirement isolated in my garage. Too anxiety-filled, too afraid, too angry to actually leave my house. Once I was paired with Private, the day I paired, I cried. I cried hard the day I was paired with him. But since I've had Private, I never feel alone anymore.
Now the two are inseparable. Private helps Danny achieve his goals, one he hasn't reached in years.
He also forces me to get out of my comfort zone, set a goal, and achieve that goal. One of my latest goals was to go to the lake, as I have not been to any water activities in over a decade. And I was actually able to take my 3 kids and Private, and we all went to the lake. Since Private's been with me, I can't see my life without him because he is a part of me.
Danny, now a warrior trainer at the nonprofit, mentors other veterans and teaches them how to depend on their service animals. His message to other veterans: you are not alone.
At one point, I thought I was alone. And once I met Canines for Warriors, got involved in an organization, I found out that I'm not. I would just tell every veteran, do not give up. Canines for Warriors is here. Other organizations are here. But you are not alone.
As for Danny and Private, their journey has just begun.
But at the end of the day, he is my battle buddy. He takes care of me, and I take care of him.
Caitlin Silva, KSAT12 News.
If you'd like some more information about the Canines for Warriors or how to get involved in it, you can head over to KSAT.com. Taking a look outside with live cam. It's the same picture we have shown all morning with one exception. If you look in the lower right-hand side of your screen, that temperature is rising quickly.
It's impressive.
It is.
How far and how quickly. It's just during the noon show. Technically at the airport so far today, 86, but the average is 81. So we're already 5 degrees above average. The record is 92, set back in 1979. As we've been saying, that record's pretty much done at this point. 57 was the low this morning. That was actually below average. So we're going to go from below average to being well above average. More heat on the way this weekend. We're going to get you squared away with your weekend forecast. And we're still watching the tropics to see what that can mean for our rain chances next week. Another look at that 7-day forecast is coming up.
We're looking forward to a great weekend, back to summertime activities, 100%.
It is full sun, and that sun is felt today. I don't want to belabor the point about these record highs, but it's not just us. There's a large portion of the country that's going to be really seeing some warm temperatures today, and it's all about the upper level flow. You see that big ridge of high pressure? We know all about that. We know it too well. We felt it most of the summer, but that ridge is building in, at least briefly, next couple days, and that's one of the reasons we're going to see temperatures really skyrocket today. You look at the forecast highs this afternoon. It's hot here, 94 in San Antonio, one of the hotter places in the country, but not the hottest. You see Phoenix, they're forecast to be around 104 today. They've broken all sorts of records too for how many days they've been above 100. So it hasn't been just us, but you'll notice that across the Great Lakes, now that's some nice fall-like weather. 60 in Chicago, 59 Cleveland. You got a trough out east, and that is helping them with those temperatures. But in the meantime, yeah, temperatures are going to skyrocket today. 94 is what we're shooting for here in San Antonio. 97 in New Braunfels, 95 in Bandera, 93 in Uvalde. Plenty of heat to go around. And we're already feeling it right now. 86 degrees at the airport, mostly sunny. Dew point is at 47. That's the other factor in all this. You got the dry air plus that ridge, just bad combination. Southwesterly winds help too. We've got southwesterly winds at 7, so you got all the right ingredients here to really push these numbers high today. Dew points will be low. this afternoon. They build some tomorrow, but not to the point where you feel it. You probably won't start to feel the humidity until we get into Sunday. That's when it begins to increase, and then we get into the muggy territory from there on out. And that probably leads to some rain chances too. So that'll be something to watch. Rain would be a great thing because you look at reservoir levels. Amistad still falling, 31%, down 52 feet. Medina, impressively, I mean, there's not much water left to lose, but it is still coming down. It's 4% down 88 feet. Canyon Lake still falling, 64% down 19 feet. And Choke Canyon, 26% down 27 feet. So any sort of rain would be a great thing. One source where we may get some of that moisture from is this hurricane, which is Norma. We've been talking about it the last couple of days. Winds right now are at 110 miles per hour, gusting to 130. It's weakening. And as it moves towards Mexico, it'll weaken even more. It'll bring heavy rain to the west coast of Mexico. There could be some mudslides and things like that. They'll have to watch for that in this area, part of Mexico. But some of that energy works its way inland towards Texas. And so we think that with some of that energy in place, some of that added moisture, that by Monday, we'll start to get the chance for some showers and storms returning. It'll be isolated stuff. This is not one of those situations where we're going to get just heavy rain around the area. It's going to be hit or miss type stuff. But the good news here is we've got an area of low pressure moving in from the west. All indications are that it may sit out there for a while, at least considering which model you're looking at here. There's one model that brings it through rather quickly. But either way, I think we're going to get rain chances Tuesday into Wednesday. And we could see some good downpours in spots. Again, it'll still be hit or miss type stuff. And then even late in the week, I think we'll still have rain chances. So next week could be a little more active, certainly, than what we were dealing with this week. 93 tomorrow, record is 92. 88 Sunday with increasing clouds. And then we'll get those rain chances, as I mentioned, next week. 30% basically each day with highs in the mid-80s.
Thank you, Justin. The San Antonio Spurs gearing up for the first game of the real season. And we're going to take a look at the starting lineup. The Spurs starting 5 from Wednesday night will be their next starting 5 next week when the regular season tips off. That's according to head coach Greg Popovich. So here's that lineup. You've got Victor Wembanyama, you've got Keldon Johnson, Zach Collins, Devin Vassell, and Jeremy Sochan running the point. And it's a very tall starting 5, ranging from 6'5" Wemby to, 7'4". Yeah, that's Wemby. They can shoot and they all can defend, which is what the Spurs are all about.
A lot more engaged on the defensive end. I think that's one thing right now that I think you see night and day. I mean, I know it's only preseason, but I think we're all more engaged and just wanting to play defense. And I mean, we're trying to win. So at the end of the day, we're trying to do everything that it takes to win. So it's a great lineup out there. It's our first real game together. I guess you could say preseason real game together, and we just got to keep building.
I think we've experienced the type of spacing we're going to get for the season. Of course, there's some adjustments, but we had shots falling, especially from Devin. And, we play together, it's everything is smooth. I think we're on the good path.
We do too. In baseball, the Houston Astros beating the Texas Rangers 10-3 to even out the American League Championship Series. Game 5 this afternoon at 4:07 in Arlington. And then the series is going to move back to Houston for Game 6. Mike and Fiona talking some scary stuff, talking about scary movies.
Yep.
But I hear y'all are a little chicken.
Oh, yes. Yeah, a little chicken. Some really good chicken, though. Yeah, you didn't comment on our outfits. Anyway.
I don't think Frankenstein wore a pink polo. That's all I'm going to say. All right.
Let's
talk
it's
chicken and buns.
Ross Wilkinson from Birdhouse is here. Classic fried chicken sandwich, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Today we're going to be doing a spin on our classic fried chicken sandwich. We've totally folded up. It's an ode to my town of New Braunfels, my favorite place in the world. We're doing a pretzel bun on a fried chicken sandwich with a fall slaw, topped off with hot honey, apples, and arugula.
Not just any kind of hot honey.
Mike's hot honey.
You got that right. And, of course, Dia de los Muertos, and we were making pan de muertos and some other goodies from a local baker around here. And
what's your favorite scary movie?
Jen is in a maze, though.
Coming up on SA Live, we take you inside the corny maze here at Trader's Village. I don't know, you think I'll get lost? Let's go find out.
Children of the
Now,
Corn.
what is
Scary
your
movie,
favorite scary
since
movie?
she's in a cornfield right there. So, speaking of scary, how about some great Halloween makeup? Our dear friend from Nerdy Cat Makeup is going to be here and teaching you everything you need to know to really ghoul it up.
All right, and we check out a Halloween selfie spot where you can get beautiful photos.
Who said Frankenstein can't wear a pink polo?
Everybody. All that more when SA Live continues in just a few minutes.